Oh, we've been recording.
Oh, we've been recording?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
What you mean?
Handicam's in the back, by the way. I don't know if I'll pass that to you. So, what's going on? How you doing, family? Nah, we dapped it up. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
This is the last one of the year, and we've been requesting. And
that's awesome, man.
So yeah, I appreciate you a lot as a friend. Has a very insightful, deep conversations. You're a very intelligent dude. So I think I don't know where the conversation's gonna go, but I'm excited to see where it ends up taking us.
Yeah, for sure.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Winter's not like my favorite season.
Yeah.
There's good moments in every season, but I just try to do as much as I can during the winter time to basically just work on everything, and then by the time spring and summer hits, I'm reaping the rewards of the fruit.
Reaping what you sow.
Exactly. Yeah. What about you?
Life is life. You know, we going through the motions. We trying to figure out what comes for next year. It's been an interesting month since the show.
Yeah. Have you had any moments where like you look back at the show and you were thinking about what you did well and what you're doing for the next one?
All the time, honestly, like literally day out of my house, I was thinking about that shit. I'm a real-time analysis person. I see things as they're happening, and then I make decisions and see how they flow. But I think 1 month proper after the fact, because it was actually like literally a month ago. I guess seeing the reception that people have had, the things that people have told me about it. When you're in it and you're like doing the thing, it's a lot harder for you to see the impact. I still can't quite say that I see the impact. Like I know it's there. I think I gotta have some time before I can see what it actually meant to me. Yeah. I'm still like insanely proud of it. Fucking Darryl. Also shout out Darryl.
Of course.
I can never forget to shout out Darryl. Darryl, is the camera recording this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You had me painted. I was like, wait, is it? Bro.
We gotta double check. We gotta double check.
Out of 12, that's the only time that happened. So
there you go. You feel me? Yo, we need mishaps. It's regular.
Add to the character. So.
But yeah, nah, it's been cool. I can't complain with how life's been going.
This was your second art show?
Third total. So I had one with Jose in 2022, and then I had one with Art in April, and then one with Black Sheep, me and Jose in November.
Gotcha. So this is the first Black Sheep one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Black Sheep was on as like a co-creator for the art one, but it wasn't like strictly Black Sheep. But yeah, like I'm proud of it. I'm proud of all the work that Jose did. I'm proud of all the work that I did. I'm proud of everybody that came through. I'm proud of Darryl for all the work that he did.
Yeah, took some great shots.
And even just being there to help out. It was indeed a skeleton group. It was just me, Jose, and Darryl. So the fact that
it's interesting. It really felt very fruitful, like very lively in there. Like I felt like if I didn't know any better and I was just walking through the area and I decided to like walk through, I would have been like, this is like official.
Man, thank you. I mean, that's what we strive for. I'm happy that that's received. We we did have a few people that like walked in. We actually had a decent amount of people just walk in randomly, and they all had positive things to say. But you know, I think I'm still in the journey of understanding what the show specifically meant for me, and that like this is the really interesting thing about doing work, and I'm sure that you can understand this, and you're right too. The more that you do the thing, the more that you understand the context for what came previously.
Absolutely.
You know? So I understand the show with art a lot better now than I did the show with Black Sheep, or even the fact that I've had April was like 8 months, to really sit and process what it actually meant. I've worked on other projects since then. I've done numerous amounts of things. So like, to say that I'll understand what accretion meant to me much more once I see what the next thing from Black Sheep is really where I get my kicker from. You know?
Yeah.
And I know that there's going to be more, there have like a lot of conversations to still have. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, and I'm excited for you guys as well too.
And you know you want to go on the journey too, because shit, you're supporting. I mean, you're here.
Yeah.
Like it's all family, it's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's everything that's gonna, fuel it and bring it to the next level. Everybody plays their part. It's like a little bit maybe cheesy to say, but like every single penny, makes up $1. You know what I mean? So, and everybody serves their purpose, like in time and space at some point, like throughout that journey. I mean, it's also kind of like a metaphor for life in a way. Like there's a Mike Shinoda lyric that goes from the start to the end, no matter what I pretend, the journey is more important than the end or the start. Which I mean, it's the same thing as the journey is more important than the end of the start. But
so do you agree that process is more important than any other part of creation?
Yeah, I mean, 100%, man. Like, there were times where I just sat and just like planned and plotted on like certain things that I wanted to work on, or I went through something called tutorial hell, which is like watching like a bunch of YouTube videos on basically getting ideas of what I want to do and like fake building it like in my head or whatever, and then afterwards I found some YouTube video or like some reel. I don't even remember like where I found it, but I remembered the concept, and somebody was like, yo, if you're basically doing this, it's like literally called like sensationalization masturbation, which is basically like you just sitting there and thinking about all this kind of stuff is like feeding your ego, making you thinking that you did something. And it's like
you actually have to go do it.
Yeah. So like that's what I've been really focusing on this winter myself. Just working on.
That's crazy. I got at Darryl and I didn't even press record on the mics. Oof. I'm sorry, Versa.
Yeah.
We got on camera mics, so we good.
We good.
It's a contained space.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're fine.
Yeah, we be fucking up.
Oh, that's
Excuse
cool.
me.
We're beeping that out, bro. Don't demonetize him.
I don't get money anyway.
Don't listen to him.
No, do listen to me. Help me get money. Watch this shit, donate, subscribe to Patreon, all that good shit, you feel me? Buy a book. Darryl told me that I needed to promote the book, so buy a book. Gang. Anyway, back to the conversation. But yeah, like, I made a reaction when you said every penny makes $1, because I've never heard that before. That's actually a really interesting perspective on it.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I mean, the way how I look at things is that, we interact with a lot of people in our lives. Some people are going to be positive, some people are going to be negative, and things are going to go up and down. It's like kind of like the stock market in a way. It's also like there's so much wisdom in the world, and there's like 100 different metaphors that you could like use to describe everything. And I think certain people get locked into like maybe like a few, but in reality, it's like it's about picking up on all those different things and using them at the right time. You know what I mean? Everything is a part of your tool set.
Yeah, that's real.
So, you know, when it comes to Black Sheep and, you know, the last show, that's kind of like what I saw in real time.
Yeah.
Like all the people that pulled up, showed up, and were showing love. Yeah, there was a lot of interesting conversations that we had that day. And, you know, I think in due time you're going to eventually, you know, have like a really good understanding of where to go next. But speaking of, it was Accretion, right? Yeah, I remember I picked up the book and I was looking at it.
Book Asterisk.
Asterisk. Yeah, okay, my bad.
Accretion was the name of the show.
The show, yeah. But Asterisk, yeah. There was something very interesting about it. It was like, I noticed that the theme about it was like isolation. But at the same time, like the artwork was like, it was, for some reason it felt kind of like hopeful, like on the other end of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it was something about like there were some funny moments in there. Like it was like they told me I wouldn't make $1 billion. I just made $1 billion.
I just made $2 billion.
Yeah.
You scratched out the A.
Yeah.
I mean that's my life right there. You know. I mean the art that you make, the things that you create, reflects you and your inner world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, for me, I notice isolation, and I notice that a lot of things are very lonely in the world. I could be like a somewhat pessimistic person. I choose to call myself a realist, honestly speaking. But I still like, I can't not maintain hope. You know what I'm saying? Like there's still so many beautiful things in the world that I can't just be like, oh no, everything is like humdrum and bad. It's funny, like Darryl, when he was critiquing the book, he had a note on the last page where the page before it was the dude walking in the grass field. Mm-hmm. That felt like a really high note. Yeah. And then you flip the page and it's boom, some dude walking down a path alone, cold day, just like dark as shit. He was like, it's like a grim way to end the book, bro. Like you ended on a high note. But still like it doesn't always end on a high note, you know? Mm-hmm. I think it doesn't, yo. Like nothing. I know. Really saying what, bro?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I don't think personally that like, not every situation at least. You know, like maybe life in a holistic sense can end in a high note.
Yeah.
But like every situation or every thing in life doesn't end that way.
Oh, no, definitely.
And I think for me, people are so used to like seeing the happy ending within art and within books and within like anything. They want that, they expect it. So when you get hit back with like, yo, nah, you really here? That's just the theme of the book, you know?
Yeah, but it's like right now, you need some hope.
We do.
You need some hope.
And you still get hope in the book, but you can't forget reality. And I think that's the whole circle around it, you know? I mean, I'm happy that I did the book. Like, I'm really proud of it. It feels like it's a portion of my life that I'm able to move past now. It's because, like, isolation doesn't have to be solace. Yeah, that's true. I think a lot of people can look at it as such, and it's very easy to get stuck in that mind frame or that like position. But it doesn't have to be the whole thing. And also, the book is made in a way that it isn't finished. It feels almost kind of incomplete because the journey and the story isn't done yet, you know? Mm-hmm. Maybe after the conversation, you're able to go back and look at it and have a new perspective.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely wanted to talk about it today and get a little bit more insight on it. And I'm definitely going to take a look back at it. But yeah, like I remember it was a little bit grim, but like a little bit hopeful and a little bit satirical or like kind of funny, which are all kind of like elements of realism.
Yeah.
So that makes perfect sense of like what you're telling me right now. And yeah, man, like I would also consider myself like a realist, but shit, bro. I mean, maybe I'm bipolar too, because like we were talking about the seasons earlier on in the conversation. I'm like, yeah, like winter is like kind of grim. It's like it's typically like the season where like I just like chill back, lay back, and like sharpen my sword daily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like sitting because by the time it's like summer, it's like a little bit more active. So you pop out more, and like you just see people more like in general. Like I have like a lot of weddings that I go to. Also, people plan during the spring and middle of summer and in the fall. So it's like what's happened like since like last time I saw you, and then it's like I was like working on this and maybe made some more bread like over here, or pursued like a new hobby. Like I picked up Muay Thai actually last summer.
That's nice. How's that been treating you?
Bro, it's great, man. It's great. Can I cuss? Okay, yeah. Because you said something about monetization earlier, so I was like, I don't know, like what. Okay.
I gotta consult the producer though. Can he cuss?
Well, you can say whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can.
I can say whatever I want.
Remember though, freedom of speech and not freedom of consequences.
That is real. That is real. I'm not going down for any crazy shit you say.
Okay.
I'm putting that disclaimer out. These are his thoughts solely, alright?
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, like if I start talking about Osiris and Ra?
That's a completely, you weren't there for that conversation.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, he wasn't.
Nah, he wasn't there for that. I mean, that's a normal conversation, though.
Yeah, I mean,
the thing is, we just didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, no, I don't think I conveyed that idea. Well, I was like, I had it in my head. I was like, no, like they.
I think about the sun guy.
Yeah, you see, he knows. He knows.
They'll be knowing the weirdest shit, but then you'll ask him something like really regular, and be like, nah, bro, I don't know about that. It's like, yo, what is your knowledge bank, bro?
I have very deep, specific knowledge about niche things and the general overall sense of the word. I don't know.
I get you, bro. I have a lot of knowledge on very random things, but like the fact that you picked up on that's crazy. You should have been there for that conversation.
Yeah, you should have been there for that conversation. Maybe you would have saved me.
Yo,
maybe
you'd been like, yo, you don't know about Osiris?
No, bro. Me and Hadi were literally just there like.
Well, Hadi, Hadi's Hadi. If he watches this episode, I'm cooked.
Yo, shout out Hadi.
Actually, not even. He's gonna be like, okay.
Exactly. Shout out Hadi.
Shout out Hadi for real.
But yeah, nah. I mean, yeah, we can. No topics are off limits. If there's anything that would definitely get me into the hot seat with people, I'll be like, you know what? We have that conversation off camera, bro. I don't need keyboard warriors. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, speaking of keyboard warriors, I've been reading some reviews for some game that came out recently that has been well anticipated for 18 years.
What game?
It's a new Metroid game.
Ooh, Prime 4?
Yeah, Prime 4. And I played it, I beat it. I personally loved it, and I try to stay away from all reviews online.
Yeah.
And I was, after I beat it, I was like, all right, let me go see the reviews. And I'm like reading the comment section, and I'm like,
not fucking with it.
Wow. Yeah. It's just the things that people complain about are so ridiculous. And it's honestly like part of it is like comical to a point where it's like I'm actually laughing my ass off, and I'm actually like enjoying reading it. And then the other half is like, yo, people either need to go touch grass, or like they really just need to like go into things without like asking for other people's opinions.
Yep. I mean, like everybody's a critic now. I think the thing is, fucking people forgot how to just enjoy something as it is. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, look, even if a game isn't amazing, if it's a game that I highly anticipate, I'm happy that it just came out.
Yeah.
You get me? And if it's also a part of an IP that I really fucking love, I'm just happy that it came out.
Exactly.
Like,
same. Yeah.
I think the idea where it's like, oh, they changed the color of Samus's suit. We're fucking angry. Like really? Dude?
Yo,
like,
see, that is those kinds of things that people complain about.
Exactly.
They'll be like, I'm not buying the game. I'm like, okay, like nobody, like why do you think people care?
Because the thing is, all right, this goes into rants on the internet. People figure that like once they got internet, they got access to saying things, and once you gave people access to saying things, they kind of just ran with this shit. Like you don't need to say every single opinion in an online forum just because you have it.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
no, exactly.
I find it very redundant that people can just be like, oh, blah, 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 without like ever designing a game, actually doing anything that they're actually commenting on, without having any like forethought or idea behind any type of creator or shit like that. Like, dude, go outside and actually do the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just sit behind the screen and then like complain about shit.
Or go make your own.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's funny. Like people will complain about like the producers of something, like making something, and like they'll be complaining about like it's not really like sure, like you're like a fan of like whatever it is, whether if it's like a movie franchise or like a video game franchise or.
For some reason, and I'm sorry, for some reason this keeps cutting out for recording. So, low key, I'm gonna just trust that on camera Mike got it.
Wait, so you're stopping that?
Nah, I mean I'll put it on, but it keeps cutting out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Damn. DJI.
Yeah.
Damn. But also, shout out to Mirza for letting me use the lavs, you feel me? Because these joints were a lifesaver for our last recording. Dale remembers what happened last time we used the lavs that I have indoors. It was not good.
But it works. It worked out.
It worked out. It was echoey, but we made it work. But these last one was solid.
Those were lives. These are Evolus. Those
Huh?
are lives. These are Evolus.
Loose. There, you speak French?
Nah, bro, I'm just looking around.
Nah, that sounded French to me.
It did sound French. That's why I was like, huh?
I mean, the full name of this shit is what? Lavalier?
Lavalier.
Nah, it's a Lavalier.
Lavalier.
Lavalier. I thought it was some French shit, bro. Bro,
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit look like some French shit, bro. Lavalier.
Mirza, these are the conversations that I be having with Darryl.
Like on a daily?
Just on a regular basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
That man is a treasure right there. Shout out the man behind the camera.
Please. Don't get me.
But yeah, like I don't know. People have found the threshold to get angry about shit super easily now, and it makes me not want to interact with people. Especially when people don't understand the nuance of the world or like even accept outside like perspectives.
Yeah.
Because like this is the thing, I might not agree with everything that a lot of the people in my life say, but I'll at least hold space to talk about it because then I can understand something deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after that I can be like, you know, nah, you tripping. Or I can be like, oh, I didn't think about it like that, you know? It helps me have a lot more grace with the people around me, and also helps me have a lot more grace with myself, because I can be very fucking wrong on a regular day. Just on some average shit, you know?
You said be very wrong on a regular day?
On a regular ass day, fucking regular ass Tuesday, I can be very fucking wrong with any of my thoughts, ideas, or opinions. And like, I think you should have the space to be able to do that.
Yeah,
You get me?
I agree.
And admit that you can be wrong. You get me? Like it's one thing if you're just like ignorantly wrong and you choose to sit in that.
Yeah.
But if you're like,
when you said, you know, certain people in like your life, like I was thinking the same thing. Like there's people in my life that I know who are just like ignorantly wrong, and they'll try to pull just like fast one after like a fast one. and sometimes I just gotta remove myself and do exactly what you're talking about, like kind of like sit in solace and solitude. And there are days where like I might be wrong, like my thoughts are wrong. Like I'll say it too, but it's like you kind of have to feel it through for that day in order to come back stronger the next one.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean? It's like I've been back and forth, you know, for instance, like within the past couple of years, I got like a little bit more religious. And I study everything and other religions, you know, for my own sake. Like I find a lot of wisdom in it and I find a lot of comfort in it. But I also see how certain groups of people can kind of like give you the opposite effect where, you know, too much of something kind of like puts you down like a rabbit hole. And it drags you down like a little bit. And then those people, they'll kind of like gaslight you into thinking that, like not intentionally, like their intentions aren't bad at all, but like the collective like group thought of it just like feels a little bit too intense, and then you start having negative thoughts. It's like, and then it makes you want to do the opposite. You know, nobody likes to be told what to do.
That's real.
You know,
I mean, I think that's the thing, because like whenever it comes to religions or like any organized or unorganized group, your thought processes only go as far as said group. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's actually something that I've been looking into recently, which is like groupthink and like how it works. And the more people that you put together with one specific idea, it actually limits the potential. Like the more, like once you start adding more and more people, like the threshold literally just like
gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, it gets smaller and smaller. So it's one collective mind in a group, and you know when it comes down to politics, it's literally that. You know, in a nutshell. So they take one massive group and they divide it into two massive groups, or then you take that and you take it even further, and you know it just becomes like a war of like ideas and thoughts. So, you know, and it's dangerous. You know, it's fucking dangerous.
It's like real life fire that people are playing with. At a very pivotal and high level point in time too. You know. I find myself like my homie Julio, which he was on in August. It was August, right, Darryl? I believe it was August.
You was on the beach, so.
Yeah, I think it was August. No, it was. Yeah, it was August. Yeah. We can't despair. You feel me? Like, and I completely agree. You know, like, I think when you choose to be defeated over the fact that things are the way that they are now, the other side wins, obviously. I find it kind of hard to see where things are going within life and say, like, you know what? Like, I feel amped about this shit. I feel very, like, hype about where things are going. Especially, like, when you really think about humans, I mean, I said it so many times, humans are animals, right? And they have great pattern recognition skills. Like,
whether they realize it or not.
Exactly. So if you really know how to read signs and you really know how to like look at what's happening, you can see that all of this shit is being done on purpose. All the division is done on purpose, and it's literally to keep us apart from each other. Think of how many things have been corroded over the past fucking 30 to 20 years. That literally serves hive mind thinking and individuality, right? Like entire losses of community.
Exactly.
The erosion of the family unit, like all types of shit that literally just gets rid of you being part of something and kind of just adopts you into government. You know? I can't subscribe to any of it. I don't have answers, so I don't speak on it. I think I'm trying to figure out what it means and how to live through it. But it can be very scary to maneuver, especially when you see it and a lot of other people don't see it, especially when you think about hive mind thinking. It's some very scary stuff that's going on in the world now, you know?
Definitely. And I mean, like, honestly, the thing that's helped me out is just accepting the fact that when you die alone, you know?
Real.
And if you die, you know, the scariest part is that the people who are still in your life that are going to be alive, they're going to have to kind of deal with the fact that you're gone.
Yeah.
But it's just, at that point, like, when you're out, there's nothing that you could do. And I think that there's, like, a balance of, like, good karma and bad karma, or, like, evil and chaos in this world, to the point where there is some kind of weird balance, like, in this world.
There has to be.
You know, not everything is evil, and not everything is good. And at the same time, it's about how you perceive these things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for instance, like, you know, talking a little bit about, like, the community stuff that, you know, we were just talking about. Like, my family is from Montenegro, which is, like, a very small country in Eastern Europe. And we come from a small town, which, I mean, back in the day, I heard it was actually really big, like 50,000 plus population. Yeah. These days, a lot of people are, like, leaving because they're looking elsewhere to find work, you know. But in the 90s, a lot of people were immigrating to the United States because it essentially became a war-torn country. Like, Yugoslavia broke up into, like, 7 different countries, and you know, a lot of people left the country to escape war and start a new life. So our community came over here, and obviously there's, like, a lot of wealth to be made in the United States. And a lot of people, they stuck together. Yeah. Like, my parents and basically their neighbors and, like, friends of their neighbors and people that they went to school with, like, they all, like, reconnected over here. Yeah. And, you know, they had visions of coming here and, you know, building something nice, you know, for their families. But something interesting is, like, throughout time, you know, like, the culture and the language and the values that they had, that they brought from back home, are kind of viewed as, like, by, like, the hive mind in the United States, is, like, kind of viewed as, like, I don't even know what word I would use to describe it, but I'll say that I had a lot of resistance growing up. You know, like, I have a lot of good friends growing up, but they would, like, pick fun at that. Yeah. And I was just, like, thinking, I'm like, how could you pick fun at that? Yeah. Like, what's so funny about it? Like, we're together. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and at the same time, like, we're integrating ourselves, like, with the society, and we're just trying to get our own, you know, piece of the pie too, like the riches and the wealth, you know, that the country, you know, has for us in store, like, if we work towards our goals and whatnot. But, you know, over time too, like, people start to kind of, like, snake each other. Yeah. And it's because they're being, like, attacked from, like, all different angles. Like, the devil works in mysterious ways. At the same time, like, I remember reading somewhere that the devil attacks you from the front, the back, the left, and the right. Like, one of them is, like, it makes you think about, devil makes you think about the future. Yeah. Like, you're worrying too much about what's to come in the future. And then same thing with the past. It's like you're grieving too much, like, on the past. And then I honestly forget the other two, but it definitely, like, just boils down to, like, something, like, in regards to, like, a lack of, like, discipline. And I have a lot of stories too that I've heard from my parents about how, like, people got snaked left and right. But that community that they grew up with eventually just kind of came down to, like, greed, and people were, like, getting mad at each other because they weren't getting the same opportunities as other people, you know, here. So, and then people will criticize you for doing things different. Meanwhile, it works, and there's nothing wrong about the way how you do it. So that's where, like, me growing up, like, I stayed, like, with the community, and then, like, I had a lot of, you know, obviously, like, friends here that I grew up with, and, you know, I spent a lot of time with them. And I noticed that different groups of people were like fighting about where your position is like in their lives.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, it's not that deep, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, why can't we all just like live our lives? Like, why does it feel like
like you're battling for allegiance?
just battling for my own life,
Yeah.
just to live, just to chill out.
Yeah.
You know, when I work, I want to work. When I chill, I want to chill. And then people be like, nah, I don't like the way how you're doing that. I'm like, yo, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
I don't know. People have always been strange for me, man. It's hilarious that I've had the relationships that I've had with people and then chose to create community, right? But I guess it's out of necessity, you know, like if you know that you have something or that you need something, right? Because community is integral to human life.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you need something and you've never really had it. You can't integrate yourself into it because, one, if there was one for you that existed, you would have been in it already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the other option? It's create it. But in creating community, I don't know.
Well, I guess you could say that it's all kind of created. One is like naturally through like geography.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, I think what you meant by created is like, there's like an external force that's like trying to create that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think when it comes to community, a lot of things are created. Well, even if it's created naturally, it's still created externally because it's outside of you. You know, like maybe you still have internal values and morals and views that like can facilitate the creation of it. But if it's all internal, like it's not just, it can't become a community if it's just you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So in creating it, I guess you're trying to figure out how you can manage your morals, your priorities, your goals, your thoughts, while also allowing space for everybody to have their own too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most ideal.
Yeah. And it is not easy by any means.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And I think like the thing that you need to do when you're stuck in that situation is to just like legitimately work on that skill that is basically owning your backbone. Because there are times where like the resistance will be so strong and people will throw anything at you to like throw you off your spirit.
Yeah.
You know, like basically, like when I say spirit, I mainly think like in like good spirit.
Yeah.
Basically, like, you know, like when you're in good vibes, like
Yeah.
a moment of good vibes, or like.
I get what you're saying.
And I've learned that like there's two things you could do. You can either double down on what they're saying, or you could just misinterpret it like a joke, just like rub it off.
That's real.
Yeah. It's kind of like the same when you're flirting with a shorty.
Real shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's been a strange month for me.
Same here. I mean, it's the same kind of life events that have been happening like in cycles for me, but every single time it comes back around, it's like you gain new perspective.
Yeah.
You know, like I had a funeral and a wedding in the same week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like when I tell people that, like they don't understand that this is like literally like I had like this is my life. Like this happens a lot. Like it's either a funeral or like a wedding, like 1 month, then the next month, then the next month. Like there's always something, because like the older generation of my community is like dying out, and then the younger generation is getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it's kind of beautiful that you could get the duality of life in the same week, though. You know?
yeah, I mean, our fathers, they're like growing up, I used to think that they were like too rigid.
Yeah.
But like I noticed that like raising a family ain't easy at all, bro.
Nah.
It's not easy.
Nah.
So like when I got older, it was like I understand my pops a lot more.
Yeah.
Cause he's like a lot more relaxed because it's like his kids are growing up.
He doesn't have to do the job.
He doesn't have to do the job. He was like, I raised my kids so well that like they can take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't gotta remind them about X, Y, and Z, you know. And yeah. So why is this month weird for you?
Just going through a lot, man.
I know I remember watching one of the old episodes.
Yeah.
And you said that it's like a Jamaican thing that like y'all don't get like too into your personal lives.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on nothing on camera just because I don't believe some of the things are to be said on camera.
No, yeah, I agree too. Like even some of the things that I just said right now, like
Yeah.
if somebody that I know from whatever part of my life that I was just talking about
Yeah.
were to watch it, I know that they would come up with like a billion different
Yeah.
things to say. Like they would they would just like misinterpret everything
Yeah.
and just like come up with like some. So one of my friends, he said something really funny. He's like sometimes you fart and somebody goes and runs and tells the whole world that you took a shit. So
No,
you know
real.
that's exactly what I'm trying to describe.
That's real. No, honestly,
You
because
know.
I think that's the thing. You speak on things that are like real on camera, and there's too much nuance in the conversation to be like adequately talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like how much context do I provide? And like because we don't really speak about this like too often. Like you're
Yeah.
one of the few people that I know that I can get really like deep into conversation with. Matter of
Surgical.
fact, a lot of like Danny's friends,
Yeah.
which is also what shout out Danny. Also shout out Darryl, the man behind the camera.
Danny and Darryl. You feel me? Both of them though. Like, I mean, shit. I was telling Darryl about what was going on before, and he was helping me. But like I said, I don't speak on my shit on camera just because you can't give niggas ammunition.
Yo,
On
for
some
real.
real shit. Cause like, look, I hate saying this shit, but there, like you said, there are people who are gonna see it and they're gonna be like, weakness.
Yeah.
I know where to get you now.
Yeah,
You feel me?
no, literally.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Nice try, Satan.
Yo, listen. God made us stronger than whatever Satan can throw it at us.
Real shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just been a lot has happened in the past month, and I think I'm in the midst of processing it while also trying to figure out what is to come. Because, like I said, black sheep is a thing. You feel me? Like, and I'm a sole believer that once you have momentum, you should utilize it, right? So it's almost kind of like figuring out what could happen within the next year and then having the conversations that need to be had. But also it's holiday season, so not everybody's available. Not everybody's like able to be put in places to have conversations.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking busy. Everybody works their own lives. Everybody has a job, you feel me? So
Yeah. And everybody's, getting ready to they're probably like living within their means because they bought Christmas presents.
exactly.
And stuff,
Like
that shit is ridiculous.
It's hibernation time on some real shit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
winter. Everybody's bundled up. Everybody's tight. Everybody's like, you feel me? So for me, I've just been thugging out like a lot of shit on my ones, and I think I've been handling it somewhat well, but.
Are you saying like on those like days where you need something to talk about, like, and everybody's like, or like you just down to chill, like you're like on you're like, yo, I'm free, like what's up, and like everybody's busy?
I can't even say that. I think,
Or it's like you can't, like the things that are going through in your mind, you can't bring to other people because it's not really meant for them.
I can't bring it to other people. Like, for me, my circle is, I know people, right? And I can say that I know a decent amount of people, but like the people I can genuinely talk to about the shit that's going on in my life is really fucking small. Mm-hmm. And it should be that way, of course, because like you wouldn't trust anybody in your house, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
I learned that mistake when I was younger. I would tell my either my brother or my sister something, right? And then somehow it would be like it seemed like they would be there for me, right? I can't remember any specific moments at this point because I got into a point where like I now like laugh back at it. Yeah. But I just like remember like I used to try to like compartmentalize my life into like, okay, if I'm chilling with these people, this is the life I'm gonna live with them. If I chill with these people, I'm gonna have that like life with them. Yeah. And then somehow like, you know, because it's a small world, like people will get to slowly know each other over time, or like maybe one time I decided it was a good idea to like invite people, and then they would become good friends, and then it would kind of make a mess. Yeah. And then people would be shit talking each other, and then now I have to choose sides. Yep. I'm like, you guys did that on your own. That's not. That's not my business.
Don't bring me into it.
You know, don't bring me into it.
Don't bring me into it.
But yeah, like I would tell my brother or sister something, and then for some reason it would be like the talk at the dinner table, and I'm like, it's not that deep. Yeah. But like they're looking at me like I'm a degenerate or something like that. Yeah. But you know.
I mean, like I said, partially being Jamaican, but partially knowing and being in those situations, I know when to not say something.
Right.
Just because, like I said, you might be thinking that you got a confidant, and then that's ammunition. Mm-hmm. Like real shit.
And then it comes back to bite you in the ass later.
100p, 100p,
100%.
like, and that's not to deter you from finding people within your life like that, but like, not everybody has your best interest. And I've said that in multiple I said that with Danny. You know? I was like, yo, like you can be around your people and you can laugh, you can have fun, blah, 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 but not every single person in your circle has your best interest. It's on you to really be able to recognize that and see that for what it is. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a detrimental thing, but it's something to be mindful of, you know?
Sometimes there are people that have your best interest in mind from like the feeling that they get with inside them, and you could recognize that. Yeah. And then like, because you kind of feel hurt, you end up spending some time with them because it's like, all right, I want a human with this human, you know what I'm saying? I want to have like a human experience, you know, like homie's cool, whatever, like we're chilling. And then there comes a point where like they're somehow accidentally pulling you in to like they find you as like comfort for their own kind of like problems as well. Yeah. And you know, you could sit there and give like all the advice in the world, or like I found myself being like that at one point too. Like, like I would be going to like, this is when I lost my job. And I was hitting the gym with my gym homie, and like I would just be talking about like, yo, everybody's calling me a bum, everybody's shitting on me, everybody's like, I'm like, I don't see how they can't see that this is like tough for anybody in any situation, you know. Plus at that moment I had just moved out, so I got rent to pay, I got bills to pay, and that kind of stuff, or whatever. And my industry is tough. And I was working every single day, but there's only so much that you could do in a given day. But you know, like the wins, they stack up like little by little, you know, in order to get to the goal. And people were just like, they were just ragging on me. I'm just like, I don't understand why society sucks. Like, why do people suck this much? And so like I was venting a lot to one of my friends that I hit the gym with. And then I realized like once I got the job, I was like, yo, I was like bitching straight for like 8 months. Yeah. And I was like, damn. And me and Danny had talked about this too. He said something like, he's like, yo, the best advice that I heard ever was like, yo, just stop being a bitch. And I was like, you know what? It's so true.
No, honestly.
It's so true when you hear it sometimes. It's like, oh, all right, I just snapped out of it.
Bro, I hate it because it's like, that's genuinely my my approach to a lot of the things, because once again, I can be sad about some shit all day, or I can get up and fucking go back to work and like do what I need to do to move forward. You get me? Like, the only person you really hurt when you feel bad about yourself is yourself, right?
Yeah.
And then also it's a perpetuating condition where it's like you keep talking down about the things that are going on in your life. You keep saying, oh, shit is dead, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You're living in that mind frame. So that is literally just the way that you're living. You know what I mean? It seeps into every single thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
So
it seeps into the cracks of your mind. And you listen to too much of it, it becomes like a snowball effect of it.
Exactly.
And, you know.
And then you're really living it, you know?
And then that's when, like, certain people turn to, like, substance abuse.
Yeah.
You know, whether certain people realize it or not. You know, for me, I noticed that there was, like, a moment in my life where I was, see, this is one of those things that, you know, you can't say because...
There you go. Nah, I mean, we don't even got to bring it up, bro.
I mean, no, I don't mind bringing it up because, like to me, it's no biggie. Like, I think, like, if you can't understand and accept it, like, this is the point... At this point in my life, like, I look at it as, like, if you can't accept that, then you got some growing up to do.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
But I wouldn't say that I was, like, an alcoholic, but I was going out, like, a Thursday, Friday, sometimes brunch on Sundays, and, you know, maybe even, like, on a Tuesday, you know, not at the club, but, you know.
Got the club.
I went to a club once on a Monday in New York City. I was just
Tuesday.
like, this was when I was unemployed, and I was just like, yo, I can't believe people do this shit.
I mean, bro, it's a lifestyle. I always think about that fucking Key and Peele sketch where the fucking, I think it's Key. He gets stuck in the club and he keeps having the
Shout out
fucking
Key.
dance. Shout out Key.
Shout
we
out
saw him
Key.
the
We
other
saw
day,
Key
yo.
the other
Oh my
day.
god, that's so sick. But yeah, I mean, look, I feel like once again, we're all adults. Everybody has gone through a period of time where they've like abused substances. If you haven't, boom, good for you. Like super blessed.
Yeah.
But like,
I find that sometimes those are the people that are like judgmental, and I to this day, I don't know why they're like that. I don't know if it's because like they've been, you know, listen to what they've been told their whole lives, so they feel like some kind of like, what is it called, like virtue signaling?
yeah.
You know, but like I don't understand like why certain people are like that at like an older age.
So my thing,
I understand if you're like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, but like now you got people who are like, at least people that I'm encountering that are like in their 30s, they're still like that. And I'm like, the shame and the judgment, like...
The thing is, Mirza, there's some things that you really just have to go through to understand. And I think that's the thing. It's like, if you haven't understood that perspective or that side of life, then you're obviously going to treat it like it's something that somebody should be ashamed of. You know, like, I think being able to talk about it openly is definitely one of the stronger things that you could do. I mean, look, your relationship to drugs or alcohol is strictly yours, and I think everybody should have their own. Don't subscribe to like what this person or that person says, or even like use it as escape, right? Because like if you genuinely enjoy doing it, and this isn't to promote drug use or alcohol use either, obviously, but like if you find joy in doing it and you're able to do it responsibly and it doesn't fuck up your life, by all means. I mean, don't casually just go do crack.
No,
you feel me?
not.
Like, obviously that's not good, but like, if you want to get a cup, not even cup, like a glass of fucking whiskey on a Tuesday afternoon and just like enjoy that because that's the thing that helps you relax, by all fucking means, bro. Some people be like, oh, you do that every Tuesday? You're a fucking alcoholic. It's like, nah, man, the thing is still there to live. Like, I still gotta enjoy life, you know? By my own metrics, at least.
Exactly. And I think everybody needs to do that. They need to live life by their own standard. But not enough people are creating their own standard.
I said that shit to Darryl one day. I was like, yo, fucking, fuck. Now it's blanking on me.
It's a Monday. I don't blame you. I feel the same way today.
It's been a very long day for me, bro.
I feel you.
But like, a lot of people are being told what to do, right? So like when you're creating your own metrics, when you're creating your own thing, you're gonna look foreign. You're gonna look kind of weird. You feel me? You're gonna look off to a lot of people.
You're going against the grain.
Exactly. But the thing is, one day they're gonna see that shit, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh wait, nah, they was onto something," and then they're gonna start following what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly,
right? Like,
exactly.
I'm not a fan of herd mentality, but a lot of people are followers, you know?
What I've been learning to appreciate is like when you do get that resistance, it's like kind of like, come on, bring it on.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see how I can make you look stupid.
Yeah. I don't marvel at making people look stupid. But
yeah, no, me neither. But when I say things like that, I mean it like only like in a funny, stupid way.
It does make me smile a little bit.
It does. It does. Of course. You know, you can't be so.
I mean, I love when I look stupid, bro.
Listen, there was a point in my life where like I was too humble.
Yeah.
Because like I thought being humble was like what got you, you know, the success alongside like with the patience.
Yeah.
But being too humble made me like too like predictable.
Yeah.
To the point where like certain people will kind of like use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you kind of have to sting back like a little bit, at least like you know, throw a couple of jabs, like just to remind them that, you know,
you're still in the fight.
That you're still in the fight, exactly. Not that you're just sitting on the bench on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying?
I used an analogy with a homeboy the other day because he like playing basketball, but he don't play with other people. I was like, yo, bro, you gotta start playing with other people. He's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna play by myself and get better. I'm like, it's a team sport though.
Yeah, it's a team sport. You can't.
So once you're playing by yourself and you get on that team, it's gonna look real different. You gotta get out there and play with people. I think for a long time I opted to play the game by myself. I opted to kind of just be like, yeah, I ain't really need anybody in with me. I'm gonna just do this shit. I'm gonna have fun. But like now, I'm seeing it's a team thing. You feel me? I need other people around me, and I need that like. Me and Danny talked on it in our conversation on the competition.
Like having like friendly competition, right?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. You see, Danny's one of those people in my life that inspires me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like meeting him like back in college.
Yeah.
Like we were suite mates together.
Yeah.
And we went through like the same like curriculum for like the same degree, and like I taught him things that like I knew, and like I gave him like general like life advice as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like he came back like in the future and was like thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even know that, you know, the words that I said had like certain like impact. I'm not saying that I'm taking credit for anything at all for what Danny has done for himself in his life, but you know, now I look back at that, I'm like, that's inspiring. You know, you just got to keep it pushing forward.
I mean, that's what like, not to say that you two are in competition, but like, that's what that does. You get me? Like, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
You give, he gives back.
Yeah.
And you're able to keep bouncing that energy to both get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what competition really is meant for.
And what it is so people don't know this, but there's two types of jealousy.
Yeah.
There's good jealousy and there's bad jealousy.
Yeah.
Good jealousy is like, oh, he worked for that and like he got something and I'm proud of him for that. But yo, it's making me feel like I'm slacking, like I need to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
That's what good jealousy is. Because it's like you don't want to remove that blessing from that person.
Yeah.
You want them to keep it, and at the same time you want to level yourself up.
Yeah.
And then there's bad jealousy, which is envy.
Yeah.
Which is, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
Fuck him in his car. I want that car. I'm gonna keep his car.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what envy is. You want the blessing to be removed from somebody. And a lot of people have envy because they don't feel good about themselves when they see other people.
Real.
You know. But you know, for what I see for you in your future, I see very positive things. Like, bro, like that book, like holding the book, the Asterix book, I was like, this is some premium quality. I don't even want to say shit like by accident. Like this is a premium quality book. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you.
You know.
I mean, look, bro, I
also wanted to ask you about like how you actually like made it, but I don't want to.
I mean, I don't mind. I give up my sources. I don't mind doing that. So everything in it was made in InDesign. It's like I said, I'm a designer by trade, so I know how to make things.
Right.
Just like anything, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, any type of publishing software. And then I used a book publisher. Yeah, so you can go online and find your own book publishers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving that type of game, y'all. Or should I? Yo, Darryl, should I drop game? No. No? Okay, Darryl says no.
Not yet.
Darryl says no.
Not yet.
But it's
Wait
actually
until you become a full-time grifter, and then that's when you drop it.
Nah, bro. I remember. No. Okay, so it's funny because I love dropping shit. Like I love just giving information. I love like just offloading fucking graphics that I'm doing. I remember once.
Like you mean like assets?
Assets, yeah, bro. Like I remember once I said to a friend, I was like, you know what, bro? I might just make like 20 graphics and just put them out just be fucking cause I can. And he's like, but what if people steal this shit? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like I can make another 20. Like I'm good, you feel me? But like
I mean that's a talent right there.
I like giving away assets. But also I know that I only give it away now if I know it's gonna actually be of use. Mm-hmm. You get me? Yeah. But also, I want people to ask me questions. So like, in the same sense where you asked, and you're actually interested in making a book, I would tell you that. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I would give you all the information and all the sources to get the thing done.
Yeah.
If that information isn't pertinent, I'm not telling you anything.
So you don't need to actually drop that game just yet because it was more of like an afterthought of like me looking at the book and I'm like, this is quality. Mm-hmm. And in the future, I would like to maybe, learn how to do that.
Yeah. And then I'll literally walk you through that shit. Like, you can talk to Darryl, bro. I have no issues with sharing my process or even giving people game. I love doing that shit because each one teach one.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Exactly.
I can't say that I want to make something for the better in the world and then not actively do my part to create that better.
Right.
I've been in positions where I needed knowledge and nobody gave me knowledge. So I had to fucking go through mud to get that shit.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I am now a person who does have some form of knowledge, so why am I not helping other people who need the knowledge? But you gotta say that you need the knowledge.
Yeah, for sure.
You get me?
Yeah. You gotta ask for it, baby.
You gotta ask, real shit, cause I don't know. There's a bunch of people on the internet who are just giving shit away for free. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
But mostly because I want to have interaction around the thing. And maybe if you look at it from a different perspective, I could have more interaction if I did just give the shit away.
Well, from what I was looking at, because I remember reading this course about how to be basically like an online influencer. That's not how they worded it, but when I realized that I was being sold how to become a grifter by a grifter.
Buy my course.
Buy my fucking course, yo. Buy that shit. It's on sale permanently, for a lifetime, It used to be $798, but for you, for some reason, it's $15 always. So, that's a great deal.
Did you learn that from the course?
Absolutely, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And bro, it's funny because I really actually wanted to become a grifter at some point. Yeah. Not that I thought of it in a sense I'm trying to grift people, but I realized that all these people that do online things, I'm they try to they suck you in with the content. They make you like the personality and the authenticity of the creator. The authenticity also. They also have authority because they know a lot of information on the subject matter. Yeah. And then they kind of sell you something that, don't get me wrong, everything that I did buy from somebody, I learned something. Yeah. But you know, it's about what they advertise on front. That's like, oh, you can become this.
Yeah.
It's like, you could. No, you really could.
Yeah.
But it's not going to come overnight. It's not going to replace your full-time job
Yeah.
until you make it your full-time job.
It's like people successfully found online ways to just market pyramid schemes.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm concerned. It was like, by the time like I was like ready to try to do that, well, I was never like in a position where I was able to sell, you know, like a course or whatever. But I ran into this issue where it was like, okay, I started making some content, and I'm just like, man, who the fuck am I to be like telling people, you know, these things? I'm like, I sound like everybody else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I realize that there's just a lot of like this specific part of like the education content creation space on YouTube is like everybody's just kind of trying to make it. You know, half the people is like they just got like a 6-pack and great hair, and they're able to like, you know, sell anything to people. But I was like, yo, if I do this, I'll be able to quit my day job.
Yeah. I mean, look, I would love the idea of that just off of what I do currently. I don't think it's exactly the goal. It's not feasible in any way, shape, or form, you know?
What you do is a little bit different. It's more like entertainment, I would say.
Kind of.
It's, yeah, because it's like art specifically is, you know, it's different.
Yeah.
Like I went to an art school too, but I never chose to like pursue it because I felt like it was gonna be, like difficult from like a, you
like
know,
a
telling my parents kind of thing,
Yeah.
because like they're very, like my dad, he was an engineer, and like I was also interested in engineering, but I was like, it's like I guess I'm gonna just do that because like a safer option. But I came back to like revisit like the art stuff, and I feel like if I did stick with it, I could have done something for real. You know, but at this point, like I'm out of practice, so it's like I would need to play years of catch up. Like I go back into Photoshop and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I remember this in Illustrator, but the creative skill there is like not there. But not to get too sidetracked, but
I mean, but that's real. Like, I think that's a perspective that I didn't gain until recently. Like, I've been doing this for years at this point. So like things for me are much more natural to do than somebody who's just starting. But even then, it's that same thing that you said. I don't know what else I could do because I have been doing it for so long at this point that if I were to say, hey, you know, tomorrow I'm going to become an engineer, like the idea of doing something completely foreign is terrifying in itself, you know? It's like, where do you start?
The more things that you try, though, you start realizing, like, you start gaining the skill of, like, learning new skills quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I've learned personally through, like, those, like, that course that, like, I read or whatever of, you know, how to become, like, an online influencer. It was, like, everything kind of basically stems from writing.
Real.
You know, and how to write cohesive thoughts.
Yeah.
Reorganizing thoughts, how to write them with like a lot more clarity, so that you can also dumb it down in a way where like a mass audience can kind of understand it. Like it has mass appeal, but it also brings, you know, people value.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the entertainment, you know, sector or like art sector, I see that, you know, I mean, you know, you sold the book.
I did sell a book.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like, bro, you sold something and you made money off of something that you created.
That is true.
In my whole entire life, I've only been paid because somebody gave me money because like I was doing the job like for them. But you did that on your own. I struggle personally, like that in itself is a skill. Creating like a vacuum where like you could bring money into your own personal wallet. Yeah. That's real shit. You know?
Damn.
Like that's a real skill. That's something that like I find a lot of resistance in trying to do for myself. Yeah. Because it's like I can't even narrow down on like one specific thing. Yeah. Or like find a way to make
What can I do?
Yeah, it's like, what can I do? And also, am I gonna not feel sleazy for selling, you know, like something? Like I had like ideas in the past. I'm like, it just feels like you're capitalizing on people's, I don't know, shortcomings or like, certain people do it really well though, to a point where it's like, you can tell that they're doing it with good intention and it really is benefiting people's lives. And then others I see, you know, they're kind of like selling negativity. You know.
I mean, there's a fucking entire market for that in itself, you know.
I can't stand it anymore.
I can't do it.
This is why I got off of Instagram recently. Like,
dude, I commend you for that shit, honestly, because like that shit is not good for your brain, bro. It's literally just.
Bro, it's so funny because people be texting me Instagram reels, and I'm like, bro, how many? I got to tell them every single day, I don't have IG. I don't have IG. I don't have IG.
Yeah, that's the shit that like got me fucked up, bro. Because I'll find myself on IG because I was doing so much marketing for Accretion, and like I'm not even like doing anything on it, but like I'll go on to like check a DM or like post something.
Yeah.
And you'll just be like, "Oh, I'm here," and get stuck. It's fucking. It
warps you in.
It warps you in, bro. Yeah. I had to get YouTube off my phone for that same reason. I'm honestly thinking about.
YouTube is not as bad though.
But YouTube can get you in because it's still that same like endless scroll. You feel me?
True.
And then you're just gonna be like, oh, how far can I go until I find a video that I actually do want to watch? You get me?
What sucks is like when you watched all the videos from like certain of your favorite content creators.
Yeah.
You've gotten to the point where it's like, damn, it's like I gotta wait next week for the new episode.
Yep.
That's when you realize, like, oh shit, I got a problem.
I hope people got that shit for me, my boy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. I'm in a weird space, bro. I think I'm happy that I've been able to capitalize off of the things that I create. I mean, like, I can't not say that I'm a professional now. Like, people have paid me for my work.
Exactly.
But like, I don't know, man. That's the thing with art. Like, you get freelance clients, you might make something and people see value in it and they choose to buy it. But like, that's not guaranteed. You get me? Like, I could have easily made that book and nobody bought it. And then that's just a loss, you know? I think it's a gamble that you play. But I also think that I love it too much to not play it. But also, all of life is a gamble, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, we're all living on borrowed time. We're kind of living on borrowed money.
Yeah.
Because the money is just going to go back into the system.
Yep. Fucking,
you know what I mean?
Yesterday, that's actually jokes that you said that. My brother, yesterday, he was like...
Shout out to your brother.
Shout out my brother. We were talking about recession-proof, like recession-proof jobs, and we're like, he was like prostitution and gambling, and it's while the gambling is recession-proof because if people have no money, how are they gambling? And I was just like, house always has money. You feel me?
Yeah.
So people are always gonna find a way to gamble because the house has money and the house wants you to gamble.
Yeah.
Like it's. I think. 'Cause that's the thing. Money exists. So once money exists, nobody is really poor. I mean, people are poor, but like, people will always be able to have access to money if it does exist.
Yeah, it's just about like what means does one have to go through in order to get it.
I mean, and also most people are going to be poor, and that's an unfortunate truth of life.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, obviously I'd want everybody to have equal wealth, especially if it's there. Like that's a fucking given.
At least like, you know, for the sake of, you know, having basic needs in life.
Exactly. Like everybody should be able to. Everybody should be able to be fed. Everybody should have shelter. Everybody should have electricity, internet, since that's a necessity now. You feel me? Like a working phone, since that's a necessity now.
Yeah.
Like everybody, childcare, education, like all these things are necessities that people should have. And if those are met and you have additional money, good for you. But those things need to be met.
Yeah.
And the fact that there are people who don't have those needs met, and there's people in the world who have an abundance to help make those needs met. That's where the issue is.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what it is that like certain billionaires are like really doing. Like I don't understand like what their mission is, because I feel like there's something behind the scenes. I can't even talk about it because I just don't know.
Yeah.
But I just know that something's not right.
Yeah.
You know. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much.
Darryl said he doesn't want to. Honestly, you start saying shit like that, I'm gonna get 0 views on this video.
Ooh. Oh, I mean, my bad.
You straight.
I genuinely don't even know like what it is like that YouTube like.
Nah, I mean,
you
look,
just fucking around?
I mean, definitely fucking around, and you can say that shit because I be saying shit like that all the time. But I've definitely, look, either the homies aren't tapping in or YouTube is seriously fucking with this shit, because I am not getting as many as I used to.
Oh, you used to get like a lot of like views like on
I used to get like more. I would never say I had a lot, but also for me personally, I view like if you were able to get more than 50 of something, you got a lot. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's about 50 people in this room.
That's the same shit that I said with Jose in the last conversation. Like 50 people is a lot of people, but like I'll see shit hitting like fucking like 10s, 20s now, and I'm like, did I say something to tick off the algorithm? Because like that's a thing. Like YouTube changed their whole thing now, so AI basically runs the shit.
From what I've heard too, like it transcribes the audio into text and you know, it scans it.
Yeah, so if you're saying anything that's like slightly anti-system, they really might just yoke your shit.
Bro, I made 10 videos in a row. Like I remember back in the day, like I would make YouTube videos, just random shit.
Yeah.
And I would get like 2,000 views. Yeah. 5,000.
Yeah.
I remember the most views I got in a video was like 20,000.
Ooh.
That was like a one-hit wonder kind of thing or whatever.
That's a lot.
And I would get like 500, 600, 700, 500, whatever, something like that. When I was making the videos with this like lavalier microphone talking about like mindset and stuff and like, you know, positivity and like different angles of like looking at certain things.
Yeah.
Bro, 2. I was like,
oh,
I thought I was making like 2 views. I'm like, I thought I was making like interesting thumbnails too, whatever. Like I'm trying to do everything about, you know, having a good thumbnail, having a good title, all that kind of stuff. And
they don't want you pushing P.
They don't
want you pushing P. No positivity. All right. Like it's wild that's the fact though. Like, yo, you could be trying to help people. You could be trying to do anything that's like beneficial to the world. But the system.
I made a video on gang stalking.
Yeah.
That one had 55 views.
Oh shit.
But like the other ones that were more like positive.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. But the gang stalking one, that one was.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was like, so you have to like come in at like an angle.
Yeah.
Of like negativity, and then in the video you kind of give off the, I guess maybe like the positive.
Yeah, I think you have to start it with the negative.
That's what I've been noticing. Like a lot of people, like what they try to do is like
clickbait.
They're like, yo, the world is over, society is dead. Stop trying to make bread. There's no point. You're gonna, a recession incoming. By the way, I mean, listen, that shit is very real. Don't get me wrong. Shit is very real, but at the same time, I learned that. Apparently, like, inflation's a thing. Like, even companies that are like acting like they're making like bread, they're not even beating like the inflation rate, and all they're really doing is just keeping their money. Yeah. And the same thing with like a lot of us too. Like, we're just like keeping like our rate of money. Like, that's why I said that we're living on borrowed time. We're living on borrowed money because I used to like fiend for like making more bread. And it would give me so much anxiety. I'm like, by this age, I gotta have this much money and this and that. And if I want to start a family, and you know what I mean, like, you know, and if I want to give back to my parents, and if I want to do X, Y, and Z, like, it would make me like, just like anxious, like in moments of like, that like I should just be living in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, when you really think about it, none of this shit is ours anyway.
yeah, when you look at like blessings of like just having food and shelter and water, like you look at life in a completely different, you know, point of view.
Done? Bet that.
Maxed out?
Fanego. Oh, finito. Finito. Fanego. What we doing on time?
124.
Oh, really?
Damn.
That's a long ass episode.
Honestly, we've just been talking. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This shit has been very therapeutic for me. Very much needed.
Yeah, no, for sure. Same here, man.
This shit, I don't know. I'm happy that this ended up being the last one, actually. I feel like my tone and my demeanor, my energy isn't the same as the other ones that I've had. I didn't want to like come through and just like act like I'm acting up and I'm like, yo, you know what, we happy, we here, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm very happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I had the conversation. Happy that it's indoors too, because if it was outdoors, that should have been done. So you feel me? It's brick
Listen,
outside.
I would have loved to have done it by the Globe in Corona Park.
That would have been so fire, but it's brick outside.
Yeah,
it's
brick.
crazy. It's crazy.
I was a little bit cold in here,
Yeah.
like when we started or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of like shivering. I was also like trying to get into like a flow for conversation.
Yeah.
And I think like out there, I would have been a snowman.
No, we would have been done in like 15 to 30 minutes.
I'd be like, yo, let's pack that shit up.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
done. We done. It's cold. We did it. It's over. But we had a place where we could be comfortable and really talk how we needed to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 episodes down. Thank you to my brother. Thank you to Jose. Thank you to Kevin. Thank you to all the homies at Art. Darryl behind the camera right there. Jayden, Kian, Zelli. Shout out to Lorryn. Shout out to Ma. Shout out to Jasmin. Shout out to fucking Julio. Who else? Who else was on that? Danny, Mirza. Like, this is a project that I am surprised that I was able to do. Like 12 videos, fucking 12 conversations, and they've all gotten better since I started.
That's awesome, man.
I didn't think that I could commit to something like this, and it really amazed me that I was able to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what it looks like for next year, so I'm very happy that I was able to get you on this one because I am a man of my word, and I want to uphold that. I don't know if I said wait till next year if that actually would have came. So I'm really grateful that I was able to get this off. Me and Darryl have some restructuring to do after this. I don't think this is the end of what we're doing, but I think it's gonna have a different shape.
Yeah.
And that's what life is, you know? You change and you grow and you allow things to be what they are.
Right.
So thank you for being here, one, but thank you for also giving me a very therapeutic and just much needed talk because it has not been a great week.
No doubt, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, family. Darryl, we done? We done.